So if you want to know what the cost of living is here in Mauritius, well then this video is for you. Come on. So I'm going to break this video up into segments: housing, transportation, health, education and food. So that'll give you a good idea of what things cost here. Before I begin, let me say that the average salary here in Mauritius is 21,000 rupees. Now, of course, the cost of living is going to vary from person to person. So this is just a very general guide for you so that you've got a basic idea of what to expect. So first on the list is housing. Price per square meter for an apartment in the city centre is around 33,000 rupees. If you rent an apartment in Port Louis, a 1, 2 or 3 bedroom will cost you anything from 15,000 to 40,000 rupees. Most expats either live up north in Grand Bay or they live in the west in an area like Flicon-Flac and Tamarin, and prices vary greatly. That same apartment in the north will be as low as 18,000 rupees all the way up to 130,000 rupees. In the west, Flicon-Flac and Tamarin area, you're looking at around 18,000 to 60,000 rupees on the beach. On average, I'd say if you're looking for a house with a garden either in the west or in the north, you're looking at about 50 to 70,000 rupees for a family of 4. And some extra info for you, these are a list of the top banks in Mauritius: MCB, ABSA, Standard Bank, HSBC and Investec. Moving on to utility bills, and let's start with electricity. The average costs for electricity, I'd say, is anything from 3,000 to 6,000 rupees per month, and that's dependent on whether it's summer as well, because of course in summer you're running aircon, and if you have a pool you'll be running a pool pump too. Water is fairly cheap on the island. I'd say monthly costs are around 300 to 500 rupees. Most people here use gas to cook with and also to heat their water. I personally use gas for cooking and solar panels for the heating of my water, and that's only costing me around about 180 rupees to refill my bottle. For internet, the main provider here is Mauritius Telecom. They have some home internet packages ranging from 20 megabytes to 100 megabyte lines, which will set you back 1,200 rupees to 3,800 rupees per month. A 75 gigabyte data package for a cell phone is 315 rupees. A basic prepaid top-up package with someone like Mighty is anything from 50 to 300 rupees. If you want to get cable TV, the two main providers are DSTV and Canal Plus. Premium on DSTV is 2,800 rupees, and Canal Plus for something similar would be 2,200 rupees. Okay, moving on to transportation. A lot of people in Mauritius use the bus as their method to get to work, and that's going to cost 35 rupees for a one-way ticket, or for a monthly pass 1,000 rupees. A taxi starting price is 138 rupees and then 100 rupees per kilometre thereafter. The other thing you can do here, of course, is buy a car, and cars are very, very expensive. If you want to buy a car brand new, something like a Toyota Hilux double cab is over 1 million rupees, and a Suzuki Alto is 360,000 rupees. Or you can also rent cars for around 15,000 rupees per month. Petrol currently is 48 rupees per litre. Another thing you're going to have to remember if you buy a car is you're going to need to pay yearly insurance as well as road tax. This can be renewed every 3, 6 or 12 months. How much you have to pay for the tax disc depends on the engine capacity of your vehicle, so the larger the engine, the more you pay. There are many companies out there, for example Quantum Insurance, and there you're going to pay around 6,000 through to 25,000 rupees per year depending on your car. Number 3 on the list is health. And there are 2 segments here in Mauritius. There are public hospitals, which are free to all residents living here, and then there's the private healthcare, which of course you have to pay for. Most private clinics are modern and obtain their equipment through private investments. Consequently, there's been a boost in the medical tourism industry in Mauritius. The most well-known private hospitals here are Darnay and Wilkin, and there are also a whole lot of sea care labs which are popping up all over the island. So I highly recommend you get a health care insurance when living here, just in case something goes wrong, and then that enables you to leave the island and go to France, South Africa, Reunion, the States or Australia. The best known insurance companies would be Allianz Care and Cigna Global. These can be very costly though, costing thousands of euros a year. If you wanted to go with a local company, then Swan could be an option. Number 4 on my list is education. And Mauritius has both a private schooling system and also public. And that's compulsory for all kids from primary all the way through to secondary, so up to 16 years of age. And is free from primary to secondary level. Public schools, referred to as government schools, follow the British system of education, while private primary and secondary schools tend to follow the International Baccalaureate programme or the French education system. Some of the best known private schools here are Le Bocage, West Coast, Clavis, Alexander House and Telfair. I'll leave a link down below, you can have a look yourself. An important thing to remember here as well regarding schools is there are 2 different rates. There's an expat rate and also a local Mauritian rate. So you're going to have to normally pay a deposit or a registration fee, and that will invariably be more if you're an expat. Registration fees are usually about 3,000 rupees, whereas deposits can be anything from 25,000 rupees right the way through to 65,000 rupees. I'll leave a link in the description to all schools mentioned here, as their rates may vary. And now for number 5 on the list. And then what about food? For me, this is a big one. This is one of our major expenses. I'd say for an average person, you're going to need at least 10,000 rupees per month for food. So for a family of 4, that's 40,000 rupees. I have done a couple of videos about this. I'll leave links in the description below. But just to go over a few food prices, here are some basic costs of things in Mauritius. These are all very general items that I've listed for you. It's purely just to give you an indication. A Muk value lunch is 99 rupees. An average meal at a cheap restaurant is 250 rupees. And for an expensive restaurant for 2, I'd say 1,500 rupees. To end off, I'm also going to add a few extras, like for example clothing. A pair of Levi's is about 3,100 rupees. A pair of Nikes, anything from 2,000 rupees through to 5,000 rupees. A t-shirt, 500 rupees. A Phoenix beer is 75 rupees, and a cappuccino will set you back at least 100 rupees. A gym membership would be around 1,300 rupees per person. A movie ticket is 300 rupees. So that's it from me for this week. That was a cost of living guide for you in Mauritius. Let me know if it was helpful for you, and let me know if you think it's expensive or not. By the way, all of these videos I do for free for you. I'm not sponsored by anyone, and all of the opinions are my own. If you love this stuff, please give me a like, comment and subscribe, and also buy me a coffee. There's a link in the description below. Check ya on the next one. See ya.